You said something as I head out to the first day on my last season finale. I can't help but be incredibly grateful for all that supernatural and the SPNF family,
SB
SPN
family, yeah.
family.
Yeah.
How much they mean to me. It's been an incredible journey to say the least. I, for one, am hoping that supernatural never dies. What did you mean by that?
But which part? That was a long sentence.
I mean, the part where you hope supernatural never dies. You hope
Well,
just,
I don't
all
know,
right, hang
man.
on, hang on. Is it A, I just want it to go on forever in terms of the fans will always remember it in 30 years from now when I walk into it, I'm a supernatural, and it will just always be in people's minds and new generations. Is it that, or is it B, I'd like to come back and do a supernatural movie, or maybe we'll do another season someday. Who knows? Or is it a combination of both?
Yes, 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 and yes. Yeah, it was a difficult. I knew I wanted to kind of send something, and not even for me. Like I'm not a big poster guy, posting on social media kind of guy.
Right.
Like I just lose track. It's not that I don't. I think there's a lot of value in social media. Like I'd be lying if I didn't say I flip through Instagram and Twitter or whatever during takes. I just don't think about it. It's not something I think I don't know. I'm trying to psychoanalyze myself.
No, let me analyze you because by knowing you a little, I could see that you're a family guy. You get distracted by life and nature and things, and
Yeah.
just like living, you're more in the present than you are always on your phone. Where someone like me lately, I've been like, I'm on the phone, I'm this and that, and I'm trying. Hence why I watched Alone and cry at every season. And
Yeah.
I emailed Jordan after I direct message him. This is why it works. Sometimes you direct message people and they're like, fuck off, or they don't
Yeah.
respond. Sometimes you
Yeah.
go, because hey, I have a podcast that I love and I think, people, it's an interest. And he immediately goes, man, I'd love to be on the show.
That's
He goes, yeah,
amazing.
man. Hey, cool.
I'm a big fan of his.
Me too. And
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of people
cool.
don't know, but look, if you're listening to us, listen to the Jordan Jonas episode. It's great. He's a great guy. He's got a big heart.
Yeah.
And wait till you hear his story. I'm sure you know some of it, but anyway, well, let's not
No,
get into
literally,
him.
but I promise you this, man. As soon as we hang up, I'm going to listen to it.
Oh, you'll love it. Yeah, yeah. He's hilarious.
wait.
Yeah. Good.
I think what's funny is that I'm gonna push back just because I don't disagree with you, but I'm trying to hash out my own feelings. But you were saying that you lived in the moment for a while.
I want to connect more. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to connect more and more.
Here's what I'll offer, and here's what I'm trying to deal with right now. Saying goodbye to a friend of 15 years, the show. My character Sam, like I know so well. I've never gone. I'm going off on a tangent a little bit. I've never gone 5 months without playing Sam Winchester. Not since I was 22 years old, and I'm 38 now with a wife and 3 kids, and gray hairs they have to scratch out with a comb. Very humbling. But I would say this, man. Like I think as actors, and you know this more than anybody, when they say okay, rolling, action, you have to be in the moment. You have to. You can't think about like, oh, did I lock my door? Oh, I should have called my friend. Oh my God, my agent. I was supposed to call him 5 minutes ago. Oh, my taxes are due. You have to live right there in the moment. And I think it sounds like, and having known you for a while, you're that kind of person anyways. So that's your nature, but also your nurture right here. I mean, Michael Rosenbaum on Sunday at 11:19 Pacific time, you have 1,000 things you could be doing. If you were just laying in your bathtub, you have 1,000. 1,000 might be hyperbole or something, but
one thing.
Let's say you have a dozen things that you could be doing.
Right.
Like, I got to send this text. I had 3 buddies text me when I was asleep. I got to respond to them all. But now you're here with me, and you're with me, and we're 1,000 miles away or whatever on a computer. But you're able to be present, and I think that's magical. There's a downside to that. There's a second edge to that sword, right? Where I'm really bad, and you know this, and you've teased me, and I think we've teased each other. Like, I don't answer phone calls. I don't respond to emails. I don't respond to texts. I get them, and then I go back to set, or I get them, and then pick my kid back up and jump in the pool.
Right.
And then I'll get to it later. So I feel like one of these things is we're sort of blessed and cursed by this idea that we are good at living in the moment. And I guess I'm grateful for it. I guess I've had to become grateful for it because I don't have another choice. It is my nature. It is my nurture. And so I don't know where I was really going with this, other than to say
Well, about being connected, about being why you're on Instagram.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Yes. So you were talking about your phone and being on your phone, and I would say that you're still connected to your phone. I would argue on your behalf that when you are on your phone, even if you're among a million people, there's a Michael Bublé song I used to listen to season one.
Sing it, Jared.
I was embracing Kayla. I ain't gonna sing it. I don't want people to tune out. But maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. I want to go home. And not that I'm feeling alone, but the idea that you're a singer.
No.
The idea that you can be in the most crowded room and still be in your head. The idea that you can have a million things to do and still choose to get on your phone. It's part escapism, I assume. I don't know. I'm still learning. But I think there's some magic also to, I'm going to commit. I'm on my phone. I'm not going to send just like smiley face emoji.
I'm going to write something.
Yeah. Like, hey, my buddy texted me. I'm going to process that. I'm going to take it in. I'm going to think of what I need to say. And I'm going to move forward. So I think
I hear you.
15 years. Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.